What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are here at Samstown and we're going to be bowling on the 2022 Senior Masters oil pattern. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you like this jersey, make sure to go to coolwig.com and use my promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. And then down below in the description, as always, there's going to be a link where you can order anything bowling related, including 4 of these 5 bowling balls, link to my Discord, as well as my Patreon. All right, so today we're bowling, like I said, on the 2022 Senior Masters oil pattern, which I will put right here so you guys can look at. So on today's video, we're going to talk about how to read an oil pattern graph. We're going to talk about how to get lined up, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about which bowling balls for me are absolute mandatory bowling balls whenever you're going into any tournament. Now, the one caveat here is that this ball, or maybe another one here, would be a urethane ball, but because of the nature of this pattern, it's not a urethane ball. So when we take a look at a graph, which I'll put here again one more time, the 3 most important parts of the graph that I'm always going to take a look at is the distance. That's number 1, how long the pattern is. This particular pattern is 40 feet in distance, so I would classify that as a medium oil pattern. The next thing we're going to look at is the volume. How much oil are they applying onto the lanes, which in this pattern is 31. Now, for context, the house shot that I bowled at Sunset Station was 23 mils of oil. So we're talking about 8 mils of oil more on this pattern, which, guys, it is a lot. And then the last thing that we're going to look at, and is one of the most important ones, is the ratio. Now, the ratio means how much oil there is on the outside versus how much oil there is in the middle. On a typical house shot, you see ratios anywhere from 8-to-1, 9-to-1, 10-to-1, meaning for every 1 out here, there's 10 in the middle, which is why you get these giant cliffed house shots. Well, the pattern that we're going to be bowling on today, it's 1.9-to-1. So basically a 2-to-1 ratio, which is very, very flat. And from what I saw in qualifying and in the step ladder and a lot of this tournament, they were using a lot of big, strong balls from the extreme, not the extreme, but from the outside part of the lane, which is something that we're definitely going to take a look at. All right, so these are the bowling balls that I'm going to take with me pretty much to any tournament. We're going to start with a big asymmetrical solid. For me, is the Reality. I go back and forth between the Reality and the Gem, but I think I'm going to stick with the Reality for now. Then we have the Phase 2. You guys know it's one of the GOAT balls. IQ Tour Solid, my personal favorite bowling ball of all time. And then the Zen. Now, if I know what the pattern is, then I will add bowling balls or take away accordingly. And then here I have the Storm Pro Motion, which is a very strong, symmetrical, solid bowling ball that's very, very smooth, pretty much acts like urethane for me. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys do to prepare for any tournament, what you guys do to build your arsenal, what your process is before. So I'll see you guys on the lanes. All right, first shot of the video here, and I'm gonna start very straight. And hopefully I can keep this ball nice and in front of me here. There we go. All right, so now the question then becomes, how well can I repeat that shot? Come on. So I definitely think I'm in the right ball to start. It'll be interesting to see how the other balls fare on this pattern. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Yeah, I cannot get the ball going right, or it's going to gutter. So let's keep it up the lane here. Hey, good spare. All right, now we're gonna take a look at the Phase 2 and hope I don't like super wash out or gutter. Just make a really good shot here. Miss left. Yeah, I can't miss left either. All right, so we're going to talk about the rule of 31 a little bit. Basically, you take the pattern distance minus 31. Good shot. Good shot. So in this pattern, 40 minus 31 is 9. That's where you want your ball to be at the end of the pattern. But lane topography is going to play the biggest factor. Good shot. Bam! But because this pattern is so flat, if I hit 9 down lane, the ball would go runaway Brooklyn. All right, so now we're gonna get into the pro motion, and I'm gonna stay in the similar part of the lane until the pattern breaks down. Very high volume pattern, so I'm gonna be here for a while. Guys, I have never been so forward in my entire life. I'll put a picture of what my track looked like. So let's just keep repeating good shots. I love this pro motion. Oh, that was a good shot. So maybe that wrap 10 is a sign of some transition, but we'll see. Good shot. Hook. Oh. So that was the first shot that I got right, that it really bounced back. But they're still not fully transitioned enough, so I definitely don't want to be missing too much to the right. Best shot of the day. Oh! Off my hand, I said best shot of the day. All right, and now we're gonna get into the Old Faithful, the IQ Tour Solid. Tape fell out. Yeah, IQ Tour, just forever the GOAT ball. Come! Just really want to stay firm. I think the two best balls that have looked so far, I think, are the Pro Motion and now this IQ Tour. All right, last shot here with the IQ Tour, and then we will transition into the Zen. Get there. What? What? Was I missing something there? All right, first shot here with the Zen, and I knocked the 4K fast off a little bit. Probably has like a 2000 finish. I hope it's not too clean. Yeah, it's a little too long. So my opinion here is that the Zen, the lanes are not developed enough for me to be in the Zen. So we're just gonna keep trying here for a couple shots. Yeah, it's not picking up early enough. So this is actually a perfect example here. The Zen is one of my favorite balls, but right tool for the right job. This is the wrong tool here for the job I'm trying to accomplish. Maybe there, no. No. So I'm actually gonna try to move left a little bit with the Zen. I don't think this is the right move, but I'm just gonna try something. And if it doesn't look good, well, we'll move back right with the other stuff. Yep, nope. Let's go back to the solids. All right, so now we're 20 shots in and a little bit of practice. Now what I'm noticing is that the outside angles with the stronger, smoother equipment has looked the best. Now when I threw the reality, I was still kind of warming up, wasn't super loose. So it didn't look all that great. I think that the phase 2 was a little too responsive down lane. I think I could have got away with maybe a little bit more surface on the phase 2. For me, what I saw, the Pro Motion and the IQ Tour from that outside angle looked fantastic. And that's why these balls go with me to every single tournament. Between these 5 balls, maybe add a urethane ball and then add like a higher RG quick response ball, like a High Road Pearl. Mix in with your spare ball. That's like the perfect arsenal for basically any situation that you can run into. Now, I understand that the Pro Motion, a couple things. 1, wasn't very popular. A lot of people did not like that ball. And 2, it's discontinued. You can replace that with something like an Idol Helios. You can replace that with something that's like in that category, like that strong, smooth, symmetrical, solid, maybe like a Zen Master with a little bit of surface. But for me, I love the Pro Motion. Shout out to Luke, he's the one who got me on that Pro Motion. And then the Zen, like I said, it's all about using the right tool for the right job. The job that I was on right now, still on the fresh basically because I'm bowling by myself, the Zen just isn't quite there yet. Now, the next time I get to it, now we're talking about being, 40 shots in plus the warm-up shots. Maybe it'll start to look a little bit better, but definitely now it's just a little bit too clean through the fronts, a little bit too responsive down lane. So I'm gonna get back on the lanes and kind of just do the same thing we did. Get into the reality, then the phase 2, then the Pro Motion, then the IQ Tour, followed by the Zen. And then when we talked about the rule of 31, that's just a guide, okay? It's not an end all be all. Your type of play, like the type of player that you are, plus the lane surface is going to dictate all of that. If you're a super, super low rev rate or an extreme high rev rate like EJ Tackett, or someone like me that's kind of in the middle, you can't expect all three of us to play the exact same part of the lane. So that's just a guide. For me, I'm a little bit right of that, where that guide is. Maybe some other players will be a little bit further left. So just play your game and use that as a guide. So let's get back on the lane. All right, so now I'm back in the reality. And guys, I'm pretty much still in the same spot. Because I'm bowling by myself, these lanes are not transitioning as fast as the house shot. That's a terrible shot. And I still almost got lucky. All right, so I'm gonna move over like, I don't know, 1 or 2 boards. I still don't wanna be creating too much angle, because again, very heavy pattern that's drifting to the pattern is drifting to the right. Good shot. Good shot! All right, so I'm gonna move left a little bit more, open up my angle just a little bit. I mean, I am in a very strong ball and running into a little bit of transition here. Get there. There we go. All right, last shot here in the reality. Hopefully I can repeat that shot before we get into the phase 2. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. All right, now back in the phase 2. I am gonna, at least the first shot, go to where I just left off with the reality, just to see. If I have to move back right, I will. We'll see. Yeah, we'll stay right there. So I definitely think I broke down these lanes the right way. Let's just keep executing good shots here. Good shot. It's gonna hook though. Woo! And now the phase 2 is really starting to come to life here. All right, last shot in the phase 2, and then we'll get into the Pro Motion. I'll get there. All right, now we're in the Pro Motion. Again, gonna stay in the same spot because I think I have a nice little funnel here and just gotta keep repeating good shots. Oh, missed right. Front 5 and then a gutter. Yeah, I think this ball's just a little too smooth to hook. So let's move back right just a little bit and see how it comes off the spot here. Yeah, the Pro Motion is great. Great ball. One of my favorites, but can't create too much angle with it. So I think now I'm in the right spot again. Good shot. Ooh. All right, last shot here with the Pro Motion before we get into the IQ Tour. Oh, good hit. All right, now we're back in the IQ Tour, and I'm gonna go back to where I was with the reality and the phase 2. And if I have to move back right, I will. Oh! All right, so I'm gonna move left a little bit here with the IQ Tour. Weaker cover, coming off it a little bit harder. Just to see, I don't wanna open up my angle too much. So let's see if I can make a good shot here. That's a pretty good shot. Woo! All right, so I'm gonna go back to the same spot, but move my eyes in a little bit. Don't send it as far to the right, and see how this looks here. There we go. All right, last shot with the IQ Tour. Last shot I kind of came around it a little bit more than normal. Let's try to be as forward as possible from here. There we go. See? That's why we record ourselves. All right, we're gonna finish off the video in the Zen. Hopefully now the pattern's broken down enough to make this ball look good. There we go. So I think the biggest difference from the last time I threw the Zen to now is the lanes just transitioned a little bit. That last shot though, I don't really want to get it too far to the right. I still want to keep it a little bit in front of me. Kind of like that. See, like that's what I want. And now that the lanes are nice and transitioned, I feel like the pattern is much more scoreable than it was on the very, very fresh. Good shot. Yeah, Zen looks good now. All right, last shot of the video here in the Zen. Let's end on a good note here. Good shot, Lewis. All right, guys, well, there you have it. There is the Senior Masters oil pattern, which was very, very difficult, especially on the fresh. Once they transitioned a little bit, it started to become a little bit more playable. So if I was gonna bowl this tournament, my game plan would be, like, maybe the reality's a little too quick off the spot. So maybe something a little bit stronger, like the gem, I think would be pretty good. I think the gem might actually be the best ball on the fresh. Even the Pro Motion, maybe. And as soon as that starts to transition a little bit, I'm gonna get into like the Pro Motion, I'm gonna get into the Phase 2, I'm gonna get into that IQ Tour Solid. And then the Zen, I think the Zen was the most important ball thrown on today's video. On the fresh, it looked pretty terrible. But again, that doesn't mean that the Zen is a bad ball. I always talk about using the right ball for the right job, the right tool for the right job. Throwing the Zen on the fresh for me was a non-option. If I missed right, it looked terrible. If I missed left, it looked terrible. If I hit my mark, it was too quick off the spot. But then when we came back around, now that we're some 40 shots into this video, the Zen looked fantastic and arguably probably looked the best of all the balls, but it had to be in that transitional phase, not on the fresh. So always remember that if the ball doesn't look good right now, it may look good a little bit later in the block. So keep that in mind. So guys, for me, these are the balls that I take with me to every single big tournament. IQ Tour, Phase 2, Reality, or the Gem, but I lean more towards the Reality most of the times. The Pro Motion as my sleeper ball that no one ever even likes, and then the Zen for sure. And like I said in the intro of this video, urethane will always be with me, which based on what I saw on today's filming session, I wish I would have brought a urethane ball because I think it would have looked pretty good on the fresh. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. Let me know what balls you would bring to bowl this tournament. If you bowled the Senior Masters, okay, first of all, if you bowl the Senior Masters and you're watching my videos, thank you so much, I appreciate it. But if you bowled the Senior Masters, let me know what you saw on my video that was similar or different to what you actually saw when you bowled your squads. Click right here to watch one of my videos. Click right here to subscribe. Till next time.